Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we talk all things reality TV or whatever. Period.
Period. Per.
Period. Pooh.
Period.
I'm your
Period.
host. I'm your host, Farrah. We are joined by our wonderful co-host, Lily. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're still here. I'm.
Still
I'm.
here. Y'all,
I'm. I'm
y'all.
still
I'm gonna be
here.
honest. I'm gonna be honest again.
Here.
Tired
Here.
or you gotta go.
Here.
Lisa Campbell. Time.
Okay.
She ate. She ate. Download the song. It's actually really good. Um,
Bye.
So y'all, I'm bored. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, we're here. We're gonna get it done, and I'm gonna get it done. I think the issue with the challenge is that they have hour 30-minute
Yeah,
episodes.
y'all. We just found out today because we don't do cable. You know what I mean?
But
No,
I
cable
might as
girl any
well,
longer.
according to the
But
MTV app, I might as well be doing cable.
I will say, but my mother, she has cable.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and checked the little system just to see like how long is it, because it's a full hour without ads, and I'm like, how the fuck long is it with ads? Because usually without ads things are 40 minutes. Reasonable timing. Y'all, that shit on cable TV is an hour and 30 minutes. Who
Every
is watching
episode.
an hour and 30 minutes?
Every episode. I don't think
That's
that's
3
smart.
episodes of the Office.
6 episodes of SpongeBob. That's a lot of episodes of SpongeBob.
That's a few storylines. Like that's crazy.
And
they fill it with nothing.
With nothing. My issue is that I only have notes worth of a 30-minute episode.
But you know what? This is coming from the channel that does nothing but play ridiculousness for 24/7, 7 days a week. And when they're not playing that, they're playing catfish. Child. We moved.
So we start off the episode and we're back at the villa. Colleen and Kim has just won the elimination. They ate it up, and Colleen was like, we need to win, or we're gonna continue to go on elimination every single round. So we need to win this challenge, this daily. And it's like, go girl, like, get your daily win.
Period.
Michelle has a diary room, and they're like, we are the closest thing to rookies. So other than that, after the rookies go, it's gonna be us that goes in. So we need to win and take a shot at the veterans. People just saying anything this episode. I see. We started off real bold. So they are having a pool party or whatever. Randomly. This is the part that could have been left out, so it wouldn't be an hour 30 minutes. And Fessy mentions that Olivia and Nessa are cute, and it's like, we already know that. Okay. We see Mariah and Bananas have a thing going on. That's kind of weird.
And it's like, Bananas, he always going for the fresh meat. I don't want to. He did the same thing with Morgan. And him and Morgan had a pretty lengthy relationship. Morgan from Big Brother Over the Top, the winner. I don't know. Bananas, babe, stay off the fresh meat, okay? Like, it's giving that senior in high school that goes for the freshman. Y'all know him. Bananas, babe, you pushing 40. And Mariah even said she had a diary room. Her mama was like, stay away from him. And she definitely needs to.
Bananas is 40, and she is
Get 26. A woman your age.
Bananas is 40, and she's 26. He could be her dad.
Father.
Whole father. What's 40 minus 26?
I don't think he could be her daddy.
What's 40 minus 26? 40 minus 20 is 20. 6 minus 20 is 14. He could be a young
He could have been a young father.
A young daddy. And it's like, that's just too close. So, Horatio has a diary room. And it's like, dang. And my man says that he just feels calm when he's talking to Laurel.
And he can be himself around Laurel. And
this is how you know Horatio a good man. Because calm and Laurel in the same sentence don't really make sense. You calm around her. Laurel has a tense energy. Like, it's very scary. Which gets said early, gets proven later in this episode. So it's like,
she has a stoic,
that's how you know
intimidating presence.
Like a good guy, I feel, because if you can feel calm around that, then I guess you can feel calm around anybody. Like, I don't know, and I can feel calm around you. Oh God! So Darrell has a diary room, and he says him and Veronica need to win. They need to make power moves. They need to figure out an alliance, and they talk to each other in the bedroom. And they're like, there's a lot of connections that are going on that we're not necessarily a part of. Like, sure, there's vets, but like, we just got here. Do they really fuck with us? We're older. Like, do they really care about us?
They really have no friends here in this cast at all. No shade. The challenge all-star girlies now. Y'all need to stick to the stuff Like, girl, don't come here with the young cats. No shade. Because the thing is, Bananas hasn't even crossed over to the all-star camp. He's still on the main show. Okay. Like, y'all need to stay on all-star camp. No shade.
And stay over there, please. Please never come back. Never going back. Never going back.
I will say I do like Veronica and Darrell a little bit.
Not here.
But not in this environment, no.
They
so out of place.
I kind of do like
out of place.
They're just out of place.
They're out of place, and then they're still going to kiss the veterans' ass that are making us even more.
As everyone does. So can I get mad? Like, everyone's doing it. Might as well join in.
Yeah, I guess.
So Veronica has diary room. She's like, she feels like they're the last on the veterans team, and that was very specific that she said. But hey, so it's nighttime, and they're having poetry night.
It's an emo party because Jack and Jay, who are besties, put a pin in that. Besties. They wrote a song together, and I guess it's emo inspired, so they decided to do an emo night. I don't know if this is problematic, but we move.
No idea. So Anissa,
my culture is not your costume.
Period. I know that's right. Anissa has a diary room, and she says her and Veronica basically have an unspoken thing. I think, like, we besties. And Veronica's like, I mean, me and Anissa know each other,
and I feel like that's another thing
the
challenge needs to get better with, because it's very clear that they set up the scenarios for the event that's going to happen. Right. Because I remember thinking throughout this whole episode, why do we care about Veronica and Lisa being friends? And then we see at the end. And it's like, babe.
Be a little less obvious if you're going to make it an hour 30 minutes. Might as well just make it an hour.
They really pop it in at the most randomest moments. Yeah, like I like it
during emo night. During emo night.
Like,
during emo night.
At first I was like, do we care that she likes it? Like, okay. We move.
So Jack and Jay have their little white man powwow. They do their song. We move.
White man powwow.
That's what I saw it as. I was like, look at these white men.
Yeah, but this is really important because, Jack mentions that, he has developed a brotherhood, and he's happy that he can be himself around him, because he kind of goes into detail about how he doesn't have that many close friends because he doesn't really open up that much, and he feels like he's really opened up with Jay. And Jay likes him too. Like, he's so interesting. Like, I can literally see him being my bestie outside of the show Yowie. But
So the next day we see Michelle is talking to Amber. And shout out to Michelle, my crack queen. Like, I love Michelle on the show.
I love a crack queen.
Totally different reasons for why I loved her on Survivor, but love it.
Michelle
is out of her mind.
I don't know what to tell y'all. The thing is, this Michelle was on Survivor, though. She really was. It just was way more reserved. This is Michelle, though. Michelle is cracked as hell.
So Michelle says that to Amber, she's like, I just feel weird about Laurel. Like, it just feels like maybe Laurel's the reason I went in every single time.
And y'all, and this is where I got confused, because I'm thinking, Michelle and Laurel definitely must have played together before. So I Google, I get some of my Wikipedia. Michelle's only played once before, and Laurel was nowhere near on the season.
So this is coming.
From events during this season where she wasn't. Well, I guess she was thrown in once, but they had the safety, and she's just like, "Yeah, I just feel like me and Laurel." That's how she talk, y'all. Very Valley girl. I just like, yeah, me and Laurel. Like, I just think there's some type of situation here. Like, I don't think she really wants to work with me.
And Amber has a diary room, and Amber is me, because Amber's like, Michelle gets really paranoid, and it's cute. It's kind of cute. It is. But it's like, girl, please. Like, I just got to tell her, like, it's probably not that. And I just hear that coming out of Amber's mouth, like, oh, girl, you're probably bad. But, Amber also has a Valley girl accent. But
Amber was basically like, girl, okay. Because my thing is, Michelle Michelle, why do you have beef with the baddest bitch in the challenge history? Like,
please.
You know Laurel.
It was a better battle.
You know Laurel. Like,
it was a better battle.
Like,
and if you gonna take a shot, then girl, we'll get to
if you gonna take a shot, then shoot. Like, this is not the girl you choose to have the rivalry with. Now, the thing is, see, maybe Michelle is big brain.
She's like, let me get back on another
because Rivals, Divals, and Nibals, season 39, she will be paired with Laurel.
They might win. They might win. Michelle is a smart girl. She's one survivor. Once she got
the final three. And Laurel's mother of the challenge. So
she might be like, let me
is this strategic masterminding?
It was quite literally out of the booty hole.
She really pulled it out of thin air. She was like, yeah, me and Laurel got beef. What's up? Hey, Laurel.
What's good?
Mind you, Laurel in the next room flirting with my man Horatio, not
gag. There was not one diary room.
Literally, her partner Jay is bonding with Laurel's partner Jack. And in Michelle's mind, that meant she got beat with Laurel. Michelle is hilarious. I have to stand. I don't know.
So at this point, I was like, the only connection I remember them having is through them both fucking Fessy. And I was like, is this like low key?
Michelle.
I was like, is this low key? Or low key, not even jealousy, but thinking like, if you fucked a man, like Lee, if you fucked Horatio and then I fucked Horatio, I would be beefing with you.
And I feel like I definitely would be fighting for Fessy dick. What Cardi say? Fight for my bitches, and I'm fighting over dick too. Michelle said he has to go. I mean, Fessy got a lot of dick, and he can really share it with a lot of people. I mean,
and he will,
and he definitely will. Because we already saw the preview. Colleen left, and he's on to the next one.
As he should. So. Michelle's like, is Jack and Jay's friendship deeper than the rivalry that I have with Laurel?
The rivalry in her mind.
It's one-sided beef, babe. Please.
It's one-sided down. Laurel did not know she was in beef. Like, that's the guy.
Did not at all, child.
But see, I guess, when you're a bad bitch, hey.
You beef with everybody if you're a baddie. That's the thing, Laura was not taken aback. She was like, Like, Laura's used to beefing with random bitches. Like, so we get to the challenge, and the challenge is Royal Relay, sponsored by Burger King.
Child, we love a good sponsor. Okay.
Like, what are y'all, a YouTube channel?
Product placement, ads. Okay,
I need to start getting sponsored by Burger King.
Right. Right? I would love a Burger King feast. Hey, Burger King is good.
So they have to roll/swim and collect these Burger King Crown corners. And then when you get the corner, you got to relay race and have your partner tag in, and they get the other corner, and then you row the boat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, y'all, we get our annual national Nelly and the Reese diary room.
They literally give an intro diary room of Nelson and the Reese every single time. Every single time. So and they have kind of confirmed what we thought. Like, did they date before? And like she mentioned, like their first day they went rowboating or something like that. And they definitely get. I was like they would be so cute together, but maybe they just bestie esties.
So he won, and y'all, I'm not gonna.
You gonna put the pictures up?
Let me put the pictures up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. These motherfuckers. One thing about me, I'm gonna forget the talent pictures. And let me tell you why.
It's so many of them.
So many of them. I be bored.
It's less people now. Look, it looked more even.
Finally, more even. If you look,
Colleen and Kim gonna be gone next anymore.
Oh,
this is the cast.
It's dwindling down.
I guess Jay spilled.
Maybe. So Heat 1 is Nerissa Nelson, Laurel and Jack, Amber and Chauncey, Anissa and Jordan, Olivia Horatio, Jay Michelle. Whew. So we start off, and Laurel is gone. She out of the water. She's zooming. And here go Michelle in the diary room. Oh! I can't have Laurel, my enemy, beating me. So I must pick it up. And Michelle picked it the fuck up. I know that's the
girl. Michelle was Michael Phelps in that motherfucking water. She was not playing.
So fast. She saw Laura zoom. She said,
Michelle Phelps, bitch. It was over. Okay. The gag is that probably was her motivation to win this. She said, "Oh, okay." Okay, and I didn't know she did swimming. What she said in high school or college, one of them child. Like, and she did distance swimming in high school. So it's like this is what she's made. And she came from Survivor. They do a lot of swimming challenges in Survivor.
Mm-hmm. So, and the girls was like, since the swimming challenge is Survivor Girl, it's probably gonna eat it up. We're scared a little bit. So Michelle ends up.
They are so intimidated by the CBS people. Like, no shade. And it's so funny because they be trying to act like, oh, the CBS people like, oh, it's nothing. Like, anybody worried about them. Like, y'all are pressed. CBS has y'all pressed. And then the gag is, you know how CBS eats them up? Because why y'all top veterans all CBS? Amber, Casey, Fessy.
If Josh didn't have the vid, he would have been here. Please. Michelle will be coming back. Jay will be coming back. The fuck?
The CBS really came with a challenge and started eating it up. That's why CBS was like, oh, we need to get our own. Y'all taking our people in I know NTV is gagged because them contracts is solid now, bitch.
They can't pull nobody
We will not see another Big Brother player. It's gonna be a minute, I fear. It's gonna be a minute.
So Michelle ends up lapping Laurel due to the motivation that she gave herself. And
from her one-sided beef in her head.
And she makes it to Jay. So Jay takes off and he does his little relay. He starts. Laurel ends up making it to Jack. He takes off. Anissa ends up making it in third place, and Jordan takes off. So at this point, Jordan starts lapping Jay. Jordan is now in second place, and it's kind of a competition between Jordan and Anissa and Michelle and Jay. Mm-hmm. So Jay still is in first, though. Jay is also a good swimmer, allegedly. And we see that Jack is swimming in the opposite direction. He's going backwards. He's upside down. And
it was giving doggy paddle, but so I can't talk.
And hey, that would be me.
How to swim at all.
That would literally be me.
I wouldn't be in the water.
Nowhere.
DQ'd. Yeah. I fear.
We wouldn't have went nowhere.
DQ'd.
So Jay makes it back. Him and Michelle end up in the rowboat first. Right after we have Anissa and Jordan. Oh my God, I almost said something. We have Anissa and Jordan.
You gonna slip up one day.
Anissa and Jordan in second place. So they're on their rowboat. And then we see that Olivia and Horatio has also picked it up. And it's like, Olivia and Horatio.
They're in third. And it's like, Olivia and Horatio really is that girl and that boy. Period. Like,
that man and that woman.
Period. I would love if they can get to the final. Oh,
I would love if they could.
Final.
Oh! What? Jack and Laura are in fourth place. And then we see that Amber and Chauncey done flipped over their whole entire shit. Bitch. The boat is upside down. And so they're trying to reflip it. And then TJ has to tell them, like, wait, y'all are DQ, please.
And then Amber was like, TJ, well, what do we do? And they coming out, what? I mean, I guess y'all out.
Well, like, y'all DQ'd, I guess. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
How did it?
How? I don't know. How did that happen? It ended up, I saw it sideways. I'm like, why is it sideways? So, the girls are rowing, and the girls are trying to get to the
row.
And Jordan doesn't have a hand. So he comments, he's like, y'all, I literally don't have a left hand. So this left row is it's struggling. And so we get diagram from Anissa, and Anissa is like, I'm useless in this pair. And Jordan is still carrying me with one hand. Oh, this is just so amazing for me. And it's like, yes, girl, know your worth. So after that, Jay and Michelle Jay and Michelle are still in the lead. Oh my God, hold up. That's what I get.
Oh, all the way out?
No, it's like bent. Okay, we back. So Jay and Michelle are still in the lead, and Jack has a diary-room, and he's like, Jay and Michelle can win because, that's my boy.
That's my bestie. My bestie.
So he was happy. So Jay and Michelle end up booking it, and they end up winning. He won, and it's like, please. Jack and Laurel safe. Period. So he too comes around. He too is Tori and Devin, Casey and Kenny, Veronica Darrell, Bananas and Nani, Pauline and Kim, and Fessy and Mariah. So Casey starts off, and she's in first place. And I'm like, go Queen.
She was booking it.
She was booking it at first, and then it was like, wait, are you not booking it? And she was booking it again.
And that's what Michelle had mentioned. It's like, that's a lot of water. I don't know how to swim, but I've heard that swimming gets really tiring.
tired because you're using every damn muscle, your legs, your arms, your shoulders, your back, your chest, your titties, your ass, your dick, everything. Like it's just too much. Like it's just too. So Tori is in second place at the beginning. And Tori has a diary room, and she says, "I'm not trying to go into elimination again, so we need to win this money, honey."
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
And I forgot they went to elimination. That's
me too.
Daddy Johnny had his era. Well, it was good. Episode 1.
It was good.
Can we back to episode 1? Episode 1 was eating Casey without. I was low-key happy that elimination.
Who'd they take out that first round? They took out that one vet, Kayla. Girl, like they can we go into episode 1, please? Quick. So Devin has a diary room. Oh no, Veronica's going the wrong way.
She also got the doggy bag. It looked like she wasn't moving at first.
She wasn't moving at all. And Darrell's like, "It's okay, honey. Like we got this."
He really didn't care.
Just keep going. It's like, damn. And Devin has a diary room, and he's like, "I would never team up with Veronica. You know, like Darrell and Veronica probably aren't winning any challenges." And my first thought was,
damn.
I could be wrong, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember the first challenge Devin was on. He was flopping, like losing challenges, losing eliminations, getting out on daily. So it's like,
he's definitely just recently gotten better. But that's what happened. The girls become a veteran and be forgetting where they started, babe.
Yeah, remember your origin, Buki.
I remember no shade, Carl Maria. I don't dislike the girl, but she did that too. Because she came from very humble beginnings, and then she started getting muscled up and getting to every fucking final, and she started talking down on girls. And it's like, girl, that was you.
That was you, bitch. Ooh, girl. So Tori is in first place. She pulls up. Devin gets to go. Nani's in second place. She pulls up. And at this point, I'm like, where's Casey? How Casey end up in 5th place? I'm like, damn.
I'm assuming she got tired.
She had to get tired. So Devin's in the lead and Fessy's in second place as the boys are now starting to get to going. And Bananas is in third. So they're all going.
They really all just shifted. Like Michelle and Jay was in first place damn near the whole time.
So Devin and Tori, they start rowing their boat first, and then we see Mariah and Fessy start rowing their boat. And Mariah, y'all, didn't know what to do. And she also didn't care, seemed like. She was like,
I just can't.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be wrong like I did in the gym, and it's not giving the gym.
But don't you just kind of like...
Shit, I don't know. I ain't never did this shit.
Shit, we went out there struggling. I think it's just this motion.
It's like you doing what you're doing. But like, Fessy was like, go underneath.
I don't know why he said underhand, because I did it in my head. I was like,
underhand.
That wouldn't have worked.
I don't think it would have worked. But hey, we moved.
They started floating away.
So Johnny is also trying to teach Nani how to row. And my thing is, how you don't know how to row? You done played 30 challenges, babe.
That's what George said too. And it's like, y'all leave them alone.
Please. Leave them alone. They need to leave us alone. Get off our screen. Quick. So Kenny finally makes it back after people have already done start rowing. But when Casey and Kenny get in that rowboat, they're gone, bitch. Like, they done caught up. Now they're in second place. It's Casey and Kenny versus Tori and Devin. It's like, damn, how'd that happen?
Right. And then Carly and Kim snapped up out of nowhere.
Quickly pulled the fuck up. So as Tori and Devin are like getting their last couple of shit pieces, they're struggling because they're trying to pull the rope. Devin's like, no, pull it over here. And I was like, Devin, who you talking to like that? First of all, but it would have been a problem if it was me. But that's the thing. Don't put me on the challenge, because one thing about me is I don't give a fuck about the challenge.
The second someone talks to me crazy.
Don't talk to me crazy. Like, it will get gone. You will get gone. if Devin would have talked to me like that, I would have been like, all right, whatever, never mind. I would have stopped on the rowboat. We would have been on the rowboat. Sat down. Crazy. I was already sitting down. I would have just stopped rowing. I would have stopped doing, come on, we gotta go. I mean, why are you yelling? Like, maybe if you would have spoke to me like a fucking decent human, we could have got it going. Like, anyways, Kim and Colleen done caught up. It's Kim and Colleen versus Tori and Devin, but we see Tori and Devin just end up winning this heat. So we get to the result.
Damn, bitch, we sick?
Girls, you know it was 30 degrees
girl,
today.
y'all. If the weather is changing in Texas, I walk outside. I said, "Ooh!" I walk outside today. It had shorts on. I said, "Ooh,
girl, you better put on some pants."
This is so
girl, you better put on some pants. I just changed my panties out for some briefs. So the result came through. It's funny if you know all the tea. So the results come in, and Jay and Michelle and Tori and Devin are the two options or whatever. And Jack once again has a DR and says, Child, I'm excited.
I know I'm safe.
Because if my man Jay wins, then I'm safe.
Girl, he felt safer than Nerese when Johnny won, girl. He was
safe, bitch. Like, as if that was his actual man. Like,
so that's his cousin, girl. He just knew.
Girl, yeah.
And that's why I hurt so bad, girl. He thought this was 7 a.m.
Girl, yeah. So TJ lets them know that Jay and Michelle did in fact eat them the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of excited because I was like, ooh, the vets can get it again. Get them vets out of here. Period.
But Jay and Michelle are not
smart.
The brightest. The sharpest.
Maybe not. So Chauncey has a diary.
Maybe on CBS.
Maybe. Even then, it's like, taking out Michaela. I don't know. So Chauncey has a diary room, and he's like, Jay's been talking about throwing in the vets so much, so I'm excited. Like, it's looking like a vet's gonna go home.
He literally says he knows his name is not an option.
And this would have been a good round to get out of it, because
great round.
As we've seen this at first of all,
a strong bet
because they would still have Horatio and Olivia, Amber and Chauncey, Jay and Michelle, and Colleen and Kim to still be rocking.
And you could have had Laurel and Jack, because Jack's bond with Jay would have locked. Even if this rivalry was two-sided a little bit, I don't think Laurel would have necessarily came after them because of Jack's relationship with Jay. But she did not even think about them in that way. So it's like, no, they still had a good chance of not being targeted.
And even Nerese and Nelson are tied to the newbies. This could have put them way ahead as a newbie crew.
Nerese loves Michelle.
Exactly. The newbie crew could have been doing really, really good if they would have got out one of them.
But the gag is, literally, if they had just followed what Johnny had started, if Fessy and Nelson was not pussies and Jay and Michelle had just won, the first 4 people out could have been this big pack of veterans that I bet you will be in this final. I bet you
it would have been none of them.
Final.
It would have been none of. It would have been like 1 or 2 vet teams.
They would have all been gone.
And it would be vet rookie teams left, and that's it. Like Casey and Kenny.
And then Nelson and Fessy literally would be at the top of the game. They're the strongest ones here. They had the most connections. They would have been set for the final. But you know who's set for the final now? Bananas. Probably Tori and Devin. Probably Anissa and Jordan. They all could have been out. But hey,
boom.
That's the thing. They all come in. That's the thing. Fessy and Nelson specifically, I don't think Jay and Michelle all the way take this approach. They just crazy a little bit, no shame. But Fessy and Nelson both spoke about basically they don't want to piss off the veterans. They don't want to get so much backlash. If both of y'all had took out veterans, this rookie team and Michelle and Jay would have took out another veteran. Y'all would have been set, and y'all would not have been that. That's why you're supposed to create your own relationships, your own power structure. Bananas has his. Not even them have theirs. They're all besties. Create your own connections. That's why you don't need them. But hey.
So Michelle and Jay have won the challenge, and we get to the deliberation. Yeah. So at the deliberation, they talk about how Michelle talks about how Laurel and Jack have her on edge. Well, Laurel specifically has her on edge. She doesn't feel comfortable with them, so they might need to put her in. And she's like, I know you're close to Jack. And Jay's like, I mean, if we got to put them in, we got to put her in.
I was so shook how easy he submitted to that, because it's so weird, because I feel like, and I said this off the potty, I was like, he seems like someone that leads with emotion, like he making general connections, like, because he kept mentioning how, he's friends with Johnny in real life, he likes him so much. Even when talking about Jack in the diary room, he's like, I can see him being a real friend outside of this. And then Michelle starts talking about her suspicions of your besties pair, and you freak out, and automatically she's like, he literally just like, I mean, I'm not scared of backlash because they haven't been winning. And it's like, yet. I mean, I just don't.
And so I was already confused by this decision because there was no beef in the first place, and Jack and Jay were friends, so both of them look stupid with this one. After this, they said Anissa and Jordan. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jordan. They were like, Anissa and Jordan said their name. They don't talk to us. They don't like us. Who cares? Then they said Kim and Colleen, and I have written down Kim and Colleen.
Yeah. And this is also what I said off the potty. It's like Michelle and Jay did a lot of dumbass shit this episode. No shade to the girls, but I think what makes it the dumbest is that they threw Kim and Colleen in, because if they had replaced, you see who went home. If they had replaced Kim and Colleen with another veteran, they would have been for sure taking on a veteran. It wouldn't have mattered who was mad at you. Now you done pissed all these people off, and you got out arguably the weakest team there. I just don't see the logic in that. Like, maybe I don't know. I don't know.
They couldn't be thinking.
Like, why even be so bold in going after a competitor like Laurel when you're putting easy baits in the elimination, like Colleen and Kim? No shade.
Even Veronica
and I'm not. The thing is, they didn't even win by a lot, so I can't even say that. But I mean, just still statistically looking at the board.
At the board. So after this, they mentioned Bananas and Nani, and Michelle was like, "Well, if we say them, then it's just gonna be so bad." And and it's like, girl, you're literally saying all of their friends.
And this is like,
and they put y'all in.
I think it'll go a long way if we don't say them. Michelle, baby, that is survivor thinking, I fear. And it's not even necessarily survivor thinking. It's like you have to do that with the right people. Bananas owes you literally nothing. They expected to be going in, and they have all of the connections in this house. They have nothing to offer you. You're not like they don't. You don't gain anything from keeping them safe. What do they gain?
Nothing.
Because they don't have to throw you in, babe. They haven't been winning. Their friends have been winning. And their friends are going to throw you in, and they're not going to stop them. This is how the challenge works. And it's like, Bananas has been playing since 1995. We know how this man plays. Why are we, like, this is why he gets to the end every single time, because people pretend that this is not the same man that's been on TV for 50 damn years. Bananas has been playing the same exact game since 1985. I don't understand. Like, how is y'all not getting it? Like, he don't give a fuck about none of y'all. None of y'all. And y'all keep trying to give him passes, and he take all them passes straight to the final. Every single time. I don't get
it. So Michelle says instead we should do Veronica and Darrell because people will be happy because they just got here. And Jay was like, wait, but banana. Them niggas, he said they are liars. So like, I've seen them lie straight to my face multiple times, both of them. And she was like, he was like, okay. What the fuck? Like, no. So Michelle's diary room, and she's like, my mind's telling me one thing, my heart's telling me one thing, my pussy's telling me one thing. I just don't know what to do. And we scene, and then we go to the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
And so they reveal the teams that they put in. They end up putting in Kim and Colleen, Jay and Jack. Jack and Laurel, Veronica and Darrell, and Anissa and Johnny Jordan. And it's like the weakest, like, what was this? There's two heavy hitter veteran teams, Tori and Devin, and Nani and Johnny, and you didn't put either of them in, but you still pissed them off because Jordan's literally Tori's ex, Anissa's literally Tori's best friend. They all know Nani and Johnny. You put in Veronica and Darrell. You put in Laurel, who's besties with all of them.
And you sent home the rookie pair.
And then Kim and Colleen are here, and you sent them. What did you do? Nothing. Y'all are literally going home. Now y'all have 0 friends. Olivia and Horatio were even like, this was weird and dumb. Anyway, like, now you have no friends. You're going home. You're going home. I promise you. I'm so sorry, Michelle. And I was rooting for you. I was. Babe, this wasn't it. This just wasn't
100%.
Now,
I would have done.
If it was me and Lee.
Yep.
Lee and I would have definitely.
But Nani would have been number 1.
We would have sat down. We'd have been like, Johnny and Bananas are going in for sure. Boom. Bananas. You know what I meant.
Honestly, Anissa and Jordan, I wouldn't mind putting them in.
And I said, I would have been like, we got to put in Tori and Devin because we're putting in Anissa and Jordan, her ex and her bestie.
And then we have to put in Casey and Kitty because we already got Nani sitting up in there.
And Nani's already sitting up there. So now you have Nani and her girlfriend, Tori and her ex, Anissa and her bestie, Johnny and his crew.
And you still have Nelson and Reese who are cool with you, Mariah and Fessy who are cool with you, Laurel and Jack who your bestie is besties with his bestie. You have Veronica and Darrell who are not going to be coming after you because they have no allies.
Olivia and Horatio who's
been eating up every daily.
Amber and Chauncey who's
literally laying right next to you.
Oh.
Like it's really not that hard. Like the connections are right there.
And in this scenario, let's say they put all those teams in. They're going to choose Johnny and Nani to go in. That means likely Veronica and Darrell can still get the short of the shield. Well, they're not even in this scenario.
you would have took out a huge team and really fractured them. And I think I guess people think, well, the backlash is they'll be coming for you. So
they're going to come for you. Michelle said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to go after the rookie teams go anyways, and you just took out a rookie team so that you can go quicker?
At the end of the day, as a rookie going into the challenge,
congratulations.
You're not going to that final unless you're just too weak and you get overlooked or you win your way there. So all of this trying to politic, ain't no politicking as a rookie unless it's a rookie-based season. This season was very clearly stated, veterans versus rookie. All of this other shit you're trying to do ain't gonna work no more. Because the minute a rookie was in that goddamn 4, the rookie went home. Period. Dumb as fuck.
So we get to the interrogation, and Veronica and Darrell go first. And it's not much to say because they don't really know them like that. Mm-hmm. But Veronica does gag them. Veronica was like, it's just weird y'all didn't put bananas and onion. They just put y'all
because they literally were like, we're trying to break up groups and build connections. And Veronica was like, nothing you did does that. Who are you breaking up and who are you building a connection with?
Quick. No answer, no response.
Because you pissed everybody else and Colleen comes
back. You lost connections.
And pissed everybody off.
Girl. So Colleen and Kim walk in and Michelle was like, well, I've just never talked game with you guys. And Kim was like, okay, but there was a big shot you could have took.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't even gas. Colleen was like, child, it really is what it is. Like,
child, Anissa and Jordan walk in and they're mad. And it's like, why are y'all mad? Every team to be mad.
And my thing is, Anissa's anger comes from the fact that she's just a veteran. And she feels like she can't be touched as a veteran. Like, that's what it gave. Because
who's never won a season.
They're sitting here trying to say, you're untrustworthy. I can't make any deals with you. How is she untrustworthy? Y'all didn't talk in the game. And it's just like a lot in their face because when Michelle said, hey, we don't have any game conversations, Anissa said some bullshit and she kind of basically said, I've only made a deal with Jordan. Girl, why are you lying? Like, that's just a blatant lie that anyone can see through. Girl. And then she says later in the episode, like, I don't see myself making any deals with them because they're untrustworthy. Girl. Because you're shocked.
And then Jordan got bucked up and he was like, y'all could have talked and we don't know, y'all don't know where we stood before. And it's like, please.
Everyone knows where you're staying. Your ex is literally besties with your pair and bananas is just like, come on, we're not dumb. It doesn't take rocket science. It's 1 + 1.
And it equals 2. God. So after this, Jack and Laurel
gagged them the fuck up.
So Jack and Laurel walk in quietly. They sit down quietly. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they sit down, Michelle and Jay, well, look, I just don't want y'all to be mad at us because honestly, the reason we were thinking, like, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to both of you. I'm sorry to both of you. And I just feel like that we just had to make sure that we had trust between, all of our team and Michelle.
Mm-hmm. And Michelle's like, I feel like if you were on the other side, you would be throwing us in.
And it got quiet. And nothing was said, and Michelle was like, so, are you guys just not going to reply?
And then was like, they looked at each other in sync. It was like,
was there a question?
Was there a question?
So they were very confused.
It was literally
that was it.
Crickets. They're so hilarious for this. And then Jay gonna mention the numbers are dwindling. Sir, who's went home? They replaced every eliminated player. Literally. What numbers is dwindled?
Not one dwindle in sight, babe. Except Kim and Colleen this episode, I guess. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So after this, Michelle and Jay go talk to Master Johnny. And they're like, well, Johnny, I just feel like this was what we had to do. And, I just wanted to go with my heart instead of my head. And my gut was telling me this. And, you got to listen to your gut. And like, and then so Michelle has a diary room. She's like, I just earned an IOU from Johnny Bananas.
Mm-hmm. Like, that is just the biggest thing in the game. I earned an IOU from one veteran pair, which makes me 100% safe for the rest of the time here. Mm-hmm. And Bananas literally has a diary room where he says, essentially, I don't owe them a goddamn thing. All I gotta do is stay white and die.
and that will be enough. So Jack has a conversation with Jay, and basically Jack is playing in this man's face. He has a diary room. He says, "I'm playing in this man's face for the time being, but I am very much so upset."
Mind you, it does not work.
Wow.
But that's the thing. Jay really is kind of fake as fuck, because how are you gonna, after nominating him, essentially, go talk to him, be buddy, say how you still kind of want a connection and things like that, and then turn around and still throw his ass in?
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all can't be mad. Y'all cannot be mad at this point. Like, cause I remember thinking, like, is Jack doing too much? But I think I've come to the realization now, nah.
Jay was playing in
Jay weird. Jay weirdo. Jay, no.
He was just singing emo yesterday. Like, please be serious. So after this, Jack talks to Laurel, and he's like, honestly, like, I don't know what Jay was thinking. Like, he thought I wasn't gonna care, and Laurel was like, he thought you wasn't gonna care, and that's just not you. Like, he got the wrong one
at all.
And Jack was like, yeah, I mean, I guess he just thought I was not gonna be mad, or I was gonna forgive him, and yes, sir. And it's like, no, babe, like, that's gonna be in the back of my mind forever. Like, it's gonna be your ass.
And he goes into like detail, like he said he felt like he let his guard down completely, which he doesn't usually do. And he just feels ultimately betrayed like this. He's never gonna forget. Like, he do not forgive bitches easily.
Period. After this, we see Anissa and Michelle talk. And
this is why it's like I can kind of respect Michelle, because it's like that Survivor player really jumps out here, because she walks around that house, that villa, and tries to, I don't know, fix things. Like, she really is trying. It ain't working. You see why we didn't see Jay in none of these, because Jay, no, it ain't for that.
No.
But Michelle, I don't think Michelle grasps that yet. That this is high school, essentially, and once you burn one, you burn them all.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to win a few competitions for you to get their respect at this point. Like, Michelle, after this round, Jay was kind of already in that, but Michelle really, I think, is gonna be fucked unless she get paired up with Laurel. If she come back for a future season, it's gonna be bad. Like, she gotta hope it's a lot of rookies, I fear.
You do. Because people. So after this, Veronica has a conversation with Darrell. And in her diary room, she mentions that she knows that Anissa's not going to be her number one. Like, she knows that Anissa has so many other people above her, and that I don't really have anybody. So Veronica and Darrell kind of speak about, like, you know, in this situation, if we do get the safe dagger, maybe we should just say fuck it and let Anissa and Jordan go in. And I think that would be a cute little move, considering they probably won't win this season anyway. So might as well do something.
I mean, what ended up initially happened, I don't know. I don't know if that would have been the best move.
Maybe not a good move.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, Veronica and Darrell are in a really weird position, being that they are actual veterans and they're not in with them. It's really weird. Because that's the thing, like we said, joked about earlier, the numbers are not dwindling. It's really not. So it's like some players, like, I do think Veronica and Darrell could be in the final. So I think they have to move certain ways to get there. I don't think Jay and Michelle had a chance to be in the final unless they won their way there. And they're not, I mean, they won today, so I can't say they're not going to just be able to win. But it's like, you know, the challenges are pretty straightforward. MTV, at least, because the relationships are pretty known. Like, everything is pretty out in the open. Like, I feel like you'll know if you would be able to play that politicking game or not. And I just feel like the rookies, once this divide happened, they should have cut the crap. And they're not doing that.
So, after this conversation, we see Michelle talk to Laurel. So Michelle is like,
I have written down Michelle, Survivor winner, goes talk to Laurel. Because, like, this was 100% Michelle Survivor. This was what's the vote tonight, Michelle? And Laurel was not having it. So that's the thing with the challenge. It's like, Laurel at this point has zero incentive to speak to you at all. Like, it's not much. Like, you may not throw them in, but you did. So, and it could be because of this conversation, but I mean, Michelle was hell bent on this one-sided beef, so I doubt it would have changed.
Literally. So they're talking, and Michelle is like, so where are we at? And Laura, once again, is like,
I'm going in. Like,
that's where I'm at.
Like, where are you at?
I'm in elimination.
It's so funny because the conversation is Laurel basically like, "Are you okay? Like, is everything clicking up there? Like, you just threw me in."
And Michelle really doesn't have much to respond at. She's just like, "Well, you said earlier we haven't talked, so I just wanted to talk." And Laura's like, "Okay, we're
Why
talking."
didn't you talk before you threw me in?
Right, literally. Like, what is there to say? What? So nothing got discussed. And by the end of the conversation, Michelle's diary, she's like, maybe it was a one-sided beef. And it's like,
but no, Laurel is really. What's her diary room? She said, "Bitch, you threw me into elimination."
Bitch. Why does Laurel's diary room? It's a silence, y'all. It's like they're waiting. Michelle says something, Laura doesn't respond, and there's silence.
Michelle is like, "I just want to figure out how we can move forward." Bitch, you threw me into elimination.
Literally, like, gagged her right the fuck up. And it's like, honestly, what is there to talk about? And that's honestly, Laurel is the epitome of the challenge. Because if I get on the challenge, as I said, if Devin would have been talking to me like that earlier, it would have got real quiet. Would have been sitting there.
Because Laurel knows.
It would have been real quiet. We would have been done.
But you know why? Because Laurel knows she can talk her shit and back it up. And Laurel has a reputation of backing it up. So now she can talk her shit and then she can, it's a while before she can get thrown in. If you go, let's say as a rookie, no matter how strong you are, you go on talking your shit, you're gonna get thrown in to prove it. But like Laurel, she's earned it. Like, talk about earning your stripes. Like, she got it. That's why a lot of them walk around like this shit don't stink. Like, no shade. It gives that sometimes, but it's like, I mean, because they're not gonna get thrown in. They not. You saw this round, child. Bananas and Nani ain't did shit all season. I mean, I just don't think I should throw them in.
I would have threw them the fuck in.
The fuck in. Like, they haven't even been winning. Sarah, who has been the winners? It's been Johnny and Raven, Fessy and Mariah, Nelson and Nerese, Michelle and Jay. That's all rookies. And I'm counting Fessy in that. The only non-rookie is Nelson, for real.
So we get to the zone. At the zone, Michelle and Jay have to choose. They choose Laurel and Jay.
I was gagged. I'm not gonna lie. Because I just thought after that conversation that Jay and Jack had that maybe they wouldn't just throw them in. Nope. No, and that's the thing. Like, I just don't know how Jay gets over trying to say it has nothing to do with Jack. It's all her partner. It's all his partner.
Literally. Please be serious. Okay. And then TJ Probst is like, I kind of want to know what you feel about that.
But the thing is, because TJ don't ask that every single time. That's what pisses me off, because he knew what he was doing. And he knew Laura had a lot to say.
And Jack was just like, I feel betrayed as fuck. Like, this man.
There's some rat ass bitches.
Some hood rat bitches, maybe.
One don't give a fuck how he did that shit.
I need some projects. So, they felt betrayed. They felt like when we come back, that's gonna be their act.
When we come back,
girl, and sure they did. So we get to the safety shit. Boom, 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 boom. Fuck all the hoopla. Darrell and Veronica pull the safety.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla.
They pull the safe dagger, and Veronica, girl, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie.
Veronica, the stunts and shows.
Girl, Veronica, please. All Veronica did was make it stupid to save Anissa and Jordan at that point, because she made this big ass speech about how.
So I just feel like I was waiting for Anissa to kind of like give me something, like tell me that, we'll be good. And I feel like I didn't get that. But like, what was the point, Veronica?
Literally.
Like,
my thing is be a boss bitch. I'm so tired of like these weak ass decisions, because honestly, sure, Veronica does know and she doesn't know Kim and Colleen, but we're playing again. This ain't nothing for real, y'all. This is a gag. Like, we're all gonna lose. Only one team is gonna win. It's probably not gonna be us. Might as well just do some shit. Like, please stop being pussy weird bitches. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
and the thing is,
man, who cares? Like,
I also feel like what Veronica was saying was legitimate. Like, Anissa is the thing is, no shade. Like, Anissa's authority is not full. It's like it's a false sense of authority. Like, no shade. Like, not trying to talk, but like to get authority in the challenge, you have to be dominating in challenges. All of her come from socialness. So it's like she doesn't have any say-so on a decision. No shade. I don't think. Like, Anissa's not going to be the one that saves Veronica later on in the season. Mm-hmm. Like, no one's going to give a damn if Anissa said, I like Veronica. We don't care.
Okay.
Tori's my ex. And Veronica's going in.
That's that on that. So they end up saving Anissa and Jordan anyways, which means that, and Veronica has a diary room. She's like, well, it just doesn't seem right. Because, I don't know Colleen and Kim. And it's like, girl.
So what's the point of the goddamn speech?
So Kim and Colleen go in against Jack and that girl and Laurel. And honestly, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I tuned out because I was like, well, Laurel and Jack's gonna win. The competition is that there is a rock wall. On one side of the rock wall, it's a bunch of squares that are different colors, different shapes with different symbols on them that are also different colors. One person is gonna be on that side, the other person is gonna be on the blank side. The blank side has replica squares that has to be replicated on the board. So, as one person is climbing up the motherfucking rock wall, the other person is going to be down. And if the other person climbs up, the other person's going to be down. So, they have to navigate that or whatever. So, they get to going.
Yeah.
And Laurel's strategy is that she's going to have Jack tell her each symbol and each picture one by one. And then she's going to line them up on the ground so that she just knows how to place them in the actual puzzle. And Colleen and Kim's strategy was that Kim was going to take down all of the pieces, as many as he can, so that way, when they were read out, he would already have them on the ground up in the morning. After that, Lee.
I mean, it's really not much that happens. I feel like Colleen and Kim, they definitely took like a really strong lead because it seemed like their communication was way better. Because Jack and Laurel was just a lot of like, pick me back up, put it back down, tell me, and there was actually one moment where Colleen and Kim, they got a check. They're like, check. And it was like the suspense girl, because it's like, are they finna beat the vets? Like, is this it? That would have been nasty.
Ooh, that would have been nasty.
But they didn't get it. And so they go again. I feel like this is one of those eliminations that's just like, it's not really much to cover. Some of the diary rooms, Horatio gonna say, I really want Laurel to stay because I like her so much. It's like,
not sad.
Because, and then here goes Fessy. I really want Colleen to stay. She's a beautiful woman. The whole time he in bed with Laurel next episode, and probably Michelle this morning. So they didn't give none of that. So eventually, Laurel and Jack gets it. They complete it, and then boom, they win. And then TJ, he even tells them at the end, Colleen and Kim only had it wrong by one piece.
Damn.
One piece, bitch. And I really like Colleen and Kim. It sucks to see them go. I feel like if they would have won, it could have been nasty. Like, I feel like they actually had the balls.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jay and Michelle was doing. And it's like, Jay and Michelle, y'all dumb. Dumb as hell.
Now Colleen and Kim are gone.
Y'all dumb with the time and Annalise. That's the thing. I feel like Fessy, Casey, Josh, Devon, they really set this legacy for CBS. And here y'all come.
Doing dumb shit.
Fucking it up. Tommy, Annalise, Jay, and Michelle. What the fuck y'all doing? Amber set this beautiful legacy for y'all. And look what the hell y'all doing. Back to back. Maybach stacked the M's. It's embarrassing. Like, you got out, don't shade to Colleen and Kim, arguably the weakest team, while pissing off all the strongest.
And got nothing from it. Not a deal.
Not they got $5,000 for Burger King.
I know. Right. Y'all better enjoy that Burger King, girl.
And Michelle even had a diary room at the end. She's like, if we was ranking a scale of our performance on Power, it's definitely a 2. Yeah. And Michelle, she owns up to it. She kind of owns up to it. Like, she says they sent home a number for them and Colleen and Kim, and they pissed off more people than they needed to. So, we want to do this again? No. And Laura had the diary room. She was like, basically, Michelle and Jay, y'all wanted me out, and I'm not out. Stay mad. And it's like, they on their ass. Like, Michelle and Jay, I don't think anyone's going to keep them safe next round. I don't think Olivia and Horatio. Nobody.
No one cares about them. No one cares about them. I think if Amber and Chauncey win, they might just not.
Amber and Chauncey. That's their best bet.
That's your best bet. That's your only bet.
That's your only bet. Because even Nelson Nerese would. Olivia and Horatio would at this point.
And Rowan Lee would at this point. Like, I'm sorry, babe. What were y'all doing? Like, I don't know. It was bad for them. Child, join us next episode. We're an hour and 30 minutes.
Girl, and then my next episode, child, because in the preview, I guess my man Horatio and Laurel get into some beef or something like that.
Good.
And there's a scene where Horatio's in the bed looking all just serious, a man. And then Laurel's in her bed, and Fessy big daddy ass coming late on Laurel. That's a lot of man. Ooh, my pussy would have opened. He just comes lay on her, and then he says, "Does Horatio ever hug you like this?" And it's like, Fessy boy. You have to say that. Like, keep my man name out your mouth. But it's like, you see how Laurel got you looking stupid on TV, Horatio? I'm like,
when it could be me.
I wouldn't make you look this. I wouldn't make you look like this.
Please, sir.
Anyways, catch us next time. We'll be gagging about that, child.
We also covering Survivor and that other show, Amazing Race. Check it out. Whatever.